Good morning, and welcome to this week's Weekly Tarot with Salann. So, I apologize for any noise you might hear in the background, but our little Chihuahua, Finn, has decided to join me today, so he's going to be running around. And I am trying to be just a little bit quiet, since Rook, the other half of two Pondering Pagans, and the rest of the Duggos are all asleep. So, don't want to wake anybody, but felt the mood this morning to do some tarot, or some cards at least.
Hey, no. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
He's eating cardboard. That's what he's doing. He's eating cardboard. Just for the record.
Come here, Fin Fin. Well, let's see. Let everybody see Fin Fin. You guys have not met Fin Fin. That's Fin Fin. He's our newest addition. My name is Fin Fin. Hi, I'm Fin Fin.
So this is Phineas. And Phineas cannot be in the room with one of our other pups who cannot be spayed. So he gets kind of stuck on his own. But anyway, he's mischievous. As you can tell, it's early in the morning. It is not quite started dawning yet. But I thought it would be pretty interesting to go ahead and do some cards this morning. Interestingly, I do find that doing this at different times of the day is and can be pretty important. Like right now we're dawning, right? So think of ascendant energy if you're into astrology. So if you don't know, your ascendant is usually the location, the place of where the earth is in relation to the sun, as we would see it as like dawn during your birth. So very interesting way to look at it, using different times, just like you use moon energy in different ways. You can use solar energy in different ways. And so when we're looking at using the solar energy right now, we have ascendant, we have the dawning, the beginning, the openings, the brightening or the quickening. All of those things could be used to describe the energy. Any background noise that you hear, I apologize. That's Mr. Finn.
That's Mr. Fin.
There's Mr. Finn eating cardboard again. He has a thing for cardboard, apparently. Now, today, we're using a different deck. I did get a new haul, so I've got a lot of new decks. And I really like this one. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray, artwork by Lily Moses. So, haven't worked with it very much, but the cards are beautiful. It is an oracle, not a tarot deck, so it's a little different. But I really loved when I pulled this deck open and started looking at some of the imagery on it. And I know a couple of people who are watching who are really, really going to enjoy this deck. As a matter of fact, if I'm not as forgetful and can remember, I might think we need to get another copy of it to gift out, because it is such a gorgeous deck. So we're going to pull 3 cards first. Now again, I usually use tarot. Today this is going to be oracle. So with an oracle deck...
Fin Fin.
Sorry, got to check on the Finny. Make sure he's doing okay. He's only 4 months old. But with an oracle deck, I read a little bit differently. With tarot, I generally use spaces to kind of identify or specific past, present, future, or Celtic cross, or what I think, what I know, what I do, or other organized spreads to get information or to read from the cards. It's just my own kind of way to do it. But with oracle, it's a little bit different. Usually, I'll use oracle to clarify something else, or to do a daily draw, or like for a power self-motivation. When it comes to reading specifically with oracle cards, I do a linear reading, meaning you pull a card and then you read it, and then you pull a card and then you read that, and then you pull, and just you read it in progression of what the story is trying to show, and then kind of at the end do a general review of what it is. So we're going to do the 3 cards, and then we'll have some discussion. So let's get started. The first card is Sun. Can you imagine how awesome that is? So Sun in this deck is obviously, well, I guess not obviously. I say that a lot, but very cool. This is just, I need it. I need it. I hope and think probably a lot of us do. We are, again, in the dawning of the day. The day is ascending, or the sun is ascending. I mean, we know the sun's not ascending, right? But the sun appears to be ascending in the sky. It's beginning to show its energy. And then we pulled the sun card. So the sun is about happiness, enjoyment, greatness. If you look at the world in the tarot, it's very similar energy. So great way to start. I've had a lot of things going on and a lot of stress, and I've been able to meditate and work through that stress. I've been in denial of that stress and saying, I'm not stressed, I'm good, everything is good, until I lose my stuff. Now, the sun is coming in this morning in this energy, I think, because yesterday I got over that denial, or I started working through that denial of not being stressed and started admitting I am stressed. There is a lot going on. I'm not a robot. I am doing okay. And I started that conversation, and that to me is sun energy. So you need to get sun energy if you don't have it right now. And if you do, make it even brighter. Start talking about the things that are going well for you. Start being honest about where you are so that you can address them. And use the sun's energy and the sun to just feel the warmth growing within you and blowing it up and making it big and making it huge, because we need it now. But you have to base it on honesty. So sun energy is definitely at play here. Bring it in, make it big. Really, really start looking at things that are enjoyable or fulfillment for yourself, and grow those things. We all have responsibilities that we need to do, but we can do those with the sun. And we can do them without denying the negative energy that we sometimes find ourselves in, because we have to work through that. We can't just set it aside and say, oh, I'm going to meditate it away. Or, oh, I'm strong enough, I've got this. While that may be true, and you do got this, I got this, you still have to deal with it. You still have to go through it. And the sun energy is certainly going to be the one that's going to help you through that. Our next card is Shapeshifter. So shape-shifting in a lot of traditions or a lot of folklore, mythology, represents things that can be good and bad, right? A lot of the negative connotations of shape-shifting are being a trickster or sly or lying or not showing your true self. But we have the sun. The sun is brightening the energy of this read. So shape-shifter in this place means learn to transform your gift. Learn to unveil and shift into what you are supposed to be, or be adaptable to it. So we're talking in positive motion right now, because our sun has brought this light across our read already as the start. And again, we're in the ascendant of the day. So bring in shapeshifter energy. Bring in the ability to adapt, identify, and transform the gifts that you have, and use them to help you move forward and grow into things that are coming, and be I don't want to continually use the word adaptable, but that's truly what it is. When you shapeshift, you morph into other thoughts even, and ideas that can assist and validate what it is you're doing and why. It can be mundane, it can be spiritual. In the mundane life, we shapeshift all the time. We shapeshift from the role of mother or father to son or daughter to lover to worker to fixing your house, your own house cleaner, or your work position. You're shapeshifting. You're that sound like a cow. You're moving. Sorry, it's early. I've only been up less than an hour. But you're moving towards a change or an adaptation. And it's the same in spiritual. So the sun energy saying, hey, enlighten, brighten today, this week, this is good. Make things glow gold and just develop up, and then unveil and transform all of the gifts that you have. Don't be afraid of them. You can show all of your colors at one time, or just a piece at a time. They're all you. Shape-shifting and adapting at different times, depending on what's going on around you, is not lying and not being true to yourself. It is being what needs to be for you at the time. So it is you. It is true you.
Fin, can you stop with the cardboard?
Finfin's really enjoying the cardboard. I hope it's flavored. It's not. And now our third card. This is a complete opposite of the rest of the cards' energy. So this is an interesting way to read, or interesting find that I'm reading right now, and this is Winter. Winter is all about bringing things back down so that you can repair or energize over time. It's a self...
Finn, hey, come on. Come on, Finny. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here, Fin. I love the way cardboard tastes. Yes, cardboard is really good.
Sorry, guys. Life with animals is going to always have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. And we're not going to cut that out either. We're going to leave it in, because this is good energies. Yes, Fin.
Me and Finn just had a conversation. Now, leave the cardboard alone for a little bit. Sorry. So we're talking about winter. So obviously we've gone from sun energy and shapeshifter energy, both in a very positive light, to winter energy, which can be very stale, cold, and bring the energy back down. But remember, the sun still shines during the winter, right? We still have things to do during the winter. So winter is talking about shine the light on your personal needs, the things that you need to work on. So it does go in line with what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Don't deny when you're in stress, like I do sometimes. Don't deny when you're feeling bad. Let those emotions come out and take care of yourself. Allow them to breathe. Don't live in the emotion. Don't move in. It's not a housemate. It is a visitor. So you let them visit. You work through the visit. You identify and figure out what the visit meant. And then you kick them out of your house. So kick out of the house the things that don't help you grow or move forward, but work through them first. And so winter really is talking about that. It's talking about, in this case, really moving through your self-care needs. So during the winter time, even in the area where I am at in Florida, the earth does slow down. The growth slows down. And during that slowdown period, much like when we are asleep, our bodies repair. The earth repairs. The winter is a time of repair. It looks cold and dead to us, but what's going on underneath is so important to grow and build back into life that's going to be coming, especially in those areas with the really strong seasons. You see it. The falling leaves create the compost, right, that help refertilize the ground so that growth can continue in that cycle. So we started with sun, with this great, bright, ascendant energy that is really telling us to enjoy success in big things, right? And bring in that sun energy and just shine. And then we talked about adapting with the shapeshifter and being adaptable and being willing to show all of you whenever you need to show all of you, and being adjustable and adaptable and transforming your own energy and your own shape. And doing that in a positive manner, not to hide things, but to offer what needs to be offered for you at that time. And then we end with winter. Excuse me. And then we end with winter, which is the drawback down energy of making sure that you're healing yourself and you're taking care of your own needs. Because if you don't do that, the rest isn't going to work. So today's read is really about all of us. It's about our community. It's about our individuals, as many of the reads are. But for you, if you take in this sun energy and you take in the shapeshifter recommendations or guidance, and then you take care of yourself as winter represents, then you're going to be fine. We're going to continue to go back into community and our tribes and make them grow and start bringing them back to life again. We needed winter. We had a long winter, spiritually, physically, with COVID. And things didn't turn out well for people, and we have to remember that loss is a part of all of this. But in the end, we just went through our winter. So that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions and would like to share anything, please do so in the comments below. Also would love for you to like and subscribe, and hope you guys have a great weekend and a great rest of your week.